Hey everybody, welcome back to Higher Learning Test Prep's online video tutorial series. Today we're going to be taking a look at SAT problems that deal with averages and how these problems can get a bit tricky. So let's get right to it. Okay, so this question reads, Larry Bird averages 25 points per game for the first 5 games of a 7-game series. After 7 games, his final average is 30 points per game. What was his average points per game for the last 2 games? Okay, so we're going to use a kind of organizational chart for this, and that's the total average number chart. Total up top, average down here in the left, and number over here. So the way this works, typically when we do averages, we add everything up and that's our total. Then we divide by the number of things we have and we get our average. Well, this also works in the other direction. That is, if you have the average and then you multiply times the number of times you did that average, you'll get the total. So for instance, for the first part of the series, we have Larry Bird scoring 25 points. So let's make this chart here. 25 will go in the average. 5 will go in the number of games. And so if we multiply these two together, we'll get the total number of points he scored in those 5 games, 125. And this, after you see all this, it starts to make sense. 125 divided by 5 would give you your average of 25. 125 total points divided by 5 games. Okay, so now let's see what happens next. Another chart. We have another set of averages. Here we have his final average is 30 points per game. Okay, put that in my average box. It's a 7-game series, so I'll put the 7 over here. And I'll multiply these two together to find out how many points he scored in the total series. In all 7 games, 30 times 7 is 210. Okay, so this is first 5. This is the total 7 games. We have to figure out what happened in those other 2 games. Well, first thing we know is that there was 2 games, so I'll put the 2 in the number box. We're looking for the average. There has to be a way to get this total here. Now, if we have the total for 7 games is 210 and the total for 5 games is 125, we could just simply say that if you took the total of 7 games and subtracted the total from the first 5 games, you would get the total for the remaining 2 games. Okay, so he scored 85 points in 2 games. 85 plus the 125 would give us our total of 210. Now, 85 divided by the 2 games will give you your average, which is going to be, use your calculator if necessary, 42.5. Wow, so Larry Bird scored 42.5 points on average in the last 2 games of the series. So answer choice E is correct. Okay, use the total average number charts to help you organize information so that you can solve difficult problems that deal with averages. Good luck.